I love this conversation. I love this. This is a blog that I wrote a few years ago. And so I put it in here just to kind of reflect on a little bit about, some of the conversations we have with ourselves, right? Which is many people today are burdened with the feeling of lack of passion, the feeling of not having a purpose or a purpose that is not worthy enough to be considered meaningful by others. Many of us are raised in a belief system that in order for us to become whoever we were meant to be, quote unquote, or to become, quote unquote, worthy, we must achieve something unique or special. This then sets up the if-then trap. This trap leaves us in emotional limbo, feeling like we're just doing enough to get by, but nothing worthy or impactful to society as a whole. We Americans are especially susceptible to this due to the abundance of basic needs. We're no longer struggling for survival, so our mind's attention are left to solve what feels like meaningless problems. The psychologist Viktor Frankl, he called this the existential vacuum, leaving one with a feeling of emptiness in life's purpose. To work out the existential vacuum, we must first diagnose and unwrap the if-then trap. So here's a fun exercise that I've put together a long time ago to kind of help us understand and identify the if-then trap. So first is to listen to our words that we're using that are setting up the results that we're getting. So here's the equation. If I have A, then I will do Y. And if I do or have Y, then I will become worthy. We hear people say this all the time. In fact, I met with a gentleman this week who said exactly that. He said, when I become a successful real estate agent, then I want to become a coach, right? And if I become a coach, then I will essentially fulfill my life's purpose, right? That was the conversation he had. But then this is what happens. They move into action and they say, well, when I reached A, I didn't actually fulfill me. So A wasn't good enough. So now I must reach B, and I have to reach B before Y, and then I'll be worthy. But then this is what happens. I cannot reach B because F is stopping me. So I will never have Y. So if I can never have Y, which is Y is what makes me feel worthy, I'll never have it, so why should I even try? And they give up. Let me get a little more concrete. So here's what it looks like. If I made $100,000 a year, then I would take some of that money and I would donate it to charity, and specifically that charity that helped me when I was in need. And that would make me feel great. And then they get into action and they say, well, here's the problem though. When I made $100,000, my bills actually grew faster. And then I had expenses and I had taxes and I had all this stuff. So now I have to make $200,000 before I can donate to charity. So I don't feel worthy because I'm not donating to charity. And then 3, I can't reach $200,000 a year because I'm already too busy. My spouse doesn't support me in my goals, and therefore I can never donate to my charity. So I'm not even going to try to achieve my goals. Okay? This is the if-then trap. As a coach, I hear this 5 times a week. I hear people setting this up inside their minds. And it's this idea that they have to achieve something to become worthy, okay? Here's how we unwrap it. Number 1, first is we have to acknowledge that our worth is already within us. I'm worthy simply because I choose to be. Or I'm worthy because I am a child of God. As some religious people, if you're religious, that's a great place to go, right? Or I am because I am, right? I'm worthy because I am a person. I am a being. I am a soul. Therefore, I'm worthy. I don't have to do or accomplish or become anything to be worthy. Now, I want to be sure to be clear on this word worthy, because some people, and I used to be one of them, didn't like that word worthy. Worthy does not mean deserving. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're entitled to have a Bentley. Worthy simply means that you have a right to be happy. you have a right to feel fulfilled, right? You have a right to be on this planet and to be loved. That's what worthy means, okay? Not a material worthy, a worthy as you have the right and the ability to accomplish and be. So then we need to identify the if-then trap, which is number 2 is I see myself repeating the pattern of the if-then trap. I see it, I hear it in my words, and I'm saying it, and I'm saying it to my kids, and I'm saying it to my spouse, and I'm saying it to my coach, and I'm saying it as an excuse to not be who I can be. So we identify the trap. Awareness is the key. And then we want to rewrite our statement. We want to write it down, because by writing it down, it's going to program it into our brain that when we do this pattern, we're changing the pattern of I cannot be this because I'm not worthy, and I'm not worthy because this person's holding me back. We're going to rewrite the statement and say, I am worthy and I choose to donate to my charity because they help me and it feels good. And I'm worthy and I choose to achieve my goal of making $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year because it challenges me and it's something that I choose to accomplish in my life. Just something so simple. Get out of that if-then trap, right? Get out of that trap that you'll become worthy when you achieve something, because the worth is already inside of you. There's nothing that the external world is going to give you that you don't already have inside of you. That's it for today, guys. I hope that was wonderful, and I hope you get out there and take action, right? Learn for action's sake. Don't learn for learning's sake. Take action. Get on the Facebook page, comment on there. Let's work together as a tribe and as a community and help each other out. Have a great day.